Welcome back to the BMB Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the issue that has thrown Lee's world into turmoil and threatens to create shockwaves through the extended Forrester family. It begins with a suspicion that gnaws at Lee's mind. Could Luna's biological father be Jack, her ex-husband? The very idea fills her with unease, yet the timeline and circumstances align in troubling ways. Nearly 20 years ago, when Luna was conceived, Poppy, the woman who would become Luna's mother, was staying under the same roof as Lee and Jack. At that time, Lee was immersed in her demanding career as a physician, and Poppy stepped in to assist with the daily routine. She took care of Jack and Finn, who was only a 15-year-old high school student then. Lee's initial doubts arise when she notices strange inconsistencies surrounding Luna's parentage. The widely accepted story holds that Luna's father is Tom, but Lee starts to suspect that cannot be true. Instead, she wonders if Jack might have fathered a child in secret with Poppy, a possibility that seems both hurtful and far-fetched. Still, Lee cannot let it go. The timing fits too well, given that Poppy was living in the house during the very period Luna would have been conceived. Although Poppy once served as a supportive figure in their household, Lee never entertained the possibility that she might have betrayed her trust so deeply. But her unease continues to grow, fueled by glimpses of Luna's mannerisms and potential family resemblances that Lee cannot ignore. Determined to obtain irrefutable answers, Lee insists on a DNA test, convinced that only science can provide absolute clarity. She is met with emphatic denials from both Poppy and Jack. They vow they never engaged in any affair, never crossed any lines, and never had a single moment of intimacy that could result in a child. Their protests, however, do not quell Lee's suspicions. She proceeds with the testing and braces herself for whatever the results might reveal. When the results come back, they confirm a genetic bond between Luna and Jack, but indicate that Jack is not her father. In that moment, Lee's relief that Jack is not the father mixes with an even deeper concern. If Jack's DNA is close enough to Luna's to show a family link, yet he is not the father, it points to an alternative that chills Lee to the core. Finn might actually be Luna's father. The thought seems almost unthinkable, but Lee cannot turn away from the possibility. During the time in question, Finn was only a 15-year-old high school boy. Poppy, as the caregiver in the household, had looked after Finn while Lee worked long hours. If Luna is truly Finn's daughter, it means a devastating secret was hidden under Lee's own roof for 2 decades. Unable to dismiss the horrifying notion, Lee takes matters into her own hands. Without telling anyone, she discreetly obtains a DNA sample from Finn. She sends it for testing, her heart pounding at the mere possibility that the result might confirm her worst fear. When the test results finally come back, Lee's reality shatters. Finn is indeed Luna's biological father. All the puzzle pieces click into place, and the shocking truth stares Lee in the face. Waves of disbelief overwhelm her. She thinks of the quiet, studious boy Finn once was. She remembers the trust she placed in Poppy. How could such a betrayal have happened? The question rings in her mind, drawing her toward a confrontation she wishes she never had to undertake. Feeling a mix of heartbreak and outrage, Lee arranges a private meeting with Poppy. Although she yearns to protect Finn from the ugly truth, she needs to understand how it all transpired. She needs to know why Poppy, an adult entrusted with care responsibilities, would ever become romantically involved, even fleetingly, with her teenage son. When the confrontation finally happens, Lee holds nothing back. Through tears and a trembling voice, she demands an explanation. Poppy breaks down, admitting the incident happened during a single night of reckless intoxication. She sobs, telling Lee how guilty she has felt all these years, and expressing regret for her actions. She explains that she was lonely, overwhelmed, and not in her right mind, but she never intended to cause such harm. Lee is devastated by Poppy's admission. Her tears flow as she grapples with the scale of the betrayal. She thinks of Finn and how learning this truth might destroy the life he has built, especially considering his marriage to Steffi. Through tearful words, Lee makes her stance clear. She wants Poppy to maintain absolute secrecy. Lee believes that exposing this truth would unleash chaos upon Finn and the entire family. She envisions the heartbreak, the guilt, and the shock that would ripple through every relationship they have. Most of all, she wants to protect Finn from reliving a past he likely does not remember clearly and ensure that Steffi's marriage remains free from a scandal that could tear them apart. The emotional weight of this secret bears down on Lee. She feels compelled to do the right thing, yet she remains uncertain about what that right thing truly is. Telling Finn he has a daughter with Poppy could be the honest path, but it would also unravel his life. He would question his entire adolescence, his sense of self, and the people he trusted. And what would happen to Steffi and Finn's relationship if such news came to light? Steffi already has her own challenges with the Forrester family dynamic. Adding Luna, a young woman whose father was a teenage Finn, could send shockwaves through every branch of this tight-knit, complicated family. Meanwhile, Poppy seems genuinely remorseful. She begs Lee to grant her a chance at redemption, insisting she wants the best for Luna and never intended to keep the truth buried forever. Yet the timing never felt right, and her fear of condemnation paralyzed her. Even so, Poppy concedes that Luna deserves to know about her real father at some point. The question remains, who has the right to decide when that day comes? For now, Lee chooses to remain silent. She leaves Poppy with a warning: the truth cannot escape their circle. Lee believes she must protect Finn, preserve his marriage to Steffi, and avoid stirring a scandal that could damage countless lives. But how long can such a monumental secret stay concealed? Could there come a day when Luna herself becomes curious about her background and demands answers that neither Lee nor Poppy is ready to give? And what if Finn himself senses that something is off? Lee's heart weighs heavy as she carries the knowledge that Luna is, in fact, her granddaughter. She feels a flicker of a grandmotherly connection that she must deny publicly, all in the name of keeping family harmony. Every family gathering and every conversation with Finn or Steffi now holds a new layer of tension. Lee wonders how long she can pretend this secret does not exist, and what the cost will be should the truth emerge in a more destructive way. This revelation threatens to alter the Forrester universe. While Lee strives for discretion, the possibility of unintentional discovery looms. If word gets out that Finn fathered a child while he was just a teenager, the fallout could be enormous. For the time being, Lee finds herself in a lonely position, forced to juggle her moral compass, her desire to shield her son, and her sense of betrayal by someone who was once a trusted friend. She becomes a silent guardian of a dangerous secret that might reshape their family in ways no one can predict. Stay tuned as this gripping storyline unfolds. Will Lee find the strength to reveal the truth, or will she continue protecting Finn at all costs? Will Poppy's shame and guilt spur her to confess to Luna? And if Luna ever learns her true paternity, how will she react to the realization that her birth circumstances were hidden from her for decades? The unanswered questions keep building, and there is no telling when or how the truth might finally break free. Keep watching for more explosive twists on The Bold and the Beautiful, where every secret has the power to change lives forever. Next, we delve into Taylor's hard-won reunion with Ridge and the precarious state of her happiness. With Brooke waiting in the wings, Ridge's loyalties are far from certain, and history may be repeating itself. Let's explore the layers of drama, romance, and intrigue that are keeping fans on the edge of their seats. Taylor may have Ridge in her arms for now, but her hold on him feels as fragile as ever. While she's finally living the moment she's dreamed of for years, rekindling her epic love story with Ridge, it's clear that her happiness comes with a ticking clock. Love alone may not be enough to keep Ridge by her side, especially when Brooke Logan is involved. Brooke's unparalleled persistence, charm, and deep history with Ridge have always given her the upper hand in their decades-long love triangle. Taylor might think she's secured her happy ending, but in the unpredictable world of the bold and the beautiful, no relationship is ever truly secure. What sets Brooke apart is her ability to bounce back stronger after every setback. She may be down, but she's never out. The determination and charisma that have defined her character for years are what make her a force to be reckoned with, especially when it comes to Ridge. Even now, as Ridge simmers with anger over Brooke's decision to take the CEO position at Forrester Creations, Brooke isn't giving up. If there's one thing we know about Brooke, it's that she's always playing the long game. Her persistence has worked countless times before, and there's little doubt that she'll pull out all the stops to win Ridge back yet again. Taylor's current sense of triumph stems from Ridge's fiery declaration that he's done with Brooke for good, believing that her new role at Forrester Creations represents the ultimate betrayal. For Taylor, this feels like vindication, a validation of her long-standing belief that she's the right woman for Ridge. But Ridge's anger, while passionate, is also impulsive, and soap fans know better than to take his words at face value. Never and done are two words that rarely hold weight in the world of the bold and the beautiful, especially where Ridge and Brooke are concerned. Taylor might feel like she's finally won, but the battle is far from over. The irony of Ridge's anger is that it's built on a misunderstanding. He sees Brooke's decision to step into the CEO role as a betrayal of him and his family, but the truth is far more complicated. Brooke isn't using her position for personal gain, she's working strategically to reclaim Forrester Creations for the family. Her motives are rooted in loyalty and a desire to protect Ridge's legacy. Once Ridge stops fuming long enough to hear Brooke out, the dynamic could shift dramatically. Brooke's ability to explain her actions in a way that resonates with Ridge has always been one of her greatest strengths, and this situation is no different. When the truth comes to light, Taylor's tenuous hold on Ridge might slip away entirely. What makes Ridge and Brooke's connection so enduring is its magnetic, unshakable nature. No matter how many obstacles they face or how many times they part ways, they always find their way back to each other. Their chemistry is undeniable, and their shared history is woven into the very fabric of their lives. Taylor's love for Ridge is genuine and heartfelt, but it often pales in comparison to the force of destiny that seems to bind Ridge and Brooke together. Brooke's ability to turn even the most hopeless situations in her favor has been a defining trait throughout the series, and it's likely only a matter of time before she finds a way to do it again. Taylor's challenge lies in more than just keeping Ridge's attention, it's about overcoming the shadow of Brooke. Ridge's history with Brooke is as foundational to his character as the Forrester mansion is to the show. Their bond isn't just romantic, it's deeply ingrained in who they are. Taylor, for all her virtues, often feels like she's competing against an immovable force. The love she shares with Ridge is real, but she's spent years being treated as his second choice. This dynamic has left her fighting an uphill battle to prove that her connection with Ridge is just as meaningful as his with Brooke. However, as history has repeatedly shown, Ridge struggles to resist Brooke's pull when she decides to fight for him. Taylor's current victory might feel sweet, but it's also precarious. For all her hopes and dreams of finally having Ridge to herself, she can't ignore the looming threat of Brooke's inevitable comeback. Brooke's mix of savvy, determination, and charm makes her a formidable opponent, and Taylor will have to summon every ounce of strength and strategy to hold her ground. But even then, she might not be able to compete with the gravitational pull of Ridge and Brooke's connection. Taylor's unwavering love for Ridge is evident, but love alone might not be enough to secure her happy ending. This storyline is a masterclass in the emotional push and pull that defines the bold and the beautiful. As Taylor basks in her hard-won reunion with Ridge, Brooke is quietly waiting in the wings, ready to reclaim her place at his side. Ridge, torn between his past and present, will ultimately have to choose which path to follow. Will he honor his commitment to Taylor, or will Brooke's persistence prove too powerful to resist? The stakes have never been higher, and the outcome is anyone's guess. Next, we unravel the shocking twist that's bound to shake up the bold and the beautiful. With the revelation of Luna's paternity, everything is about to change, and the fallout will leave no one untouched. Let's dive into the juicy details and explore what this bombshell means for Finn, Steffi, and Sheila's legacy. The internet is already ablaze with opinions about the reveal, and fans are divided. Some viewers are brimming with excitement, while others are rolling their eyes at what they see as an over-the-top twist. One fan exclaimed, "Absolutely! Finn is Luna's father. Steffi is going to completely flip out when she finds out, and I can't wait to watch it. Let's bring it on." Meanwhile, other comments reflected frustration with the current storylines. There is not one storyline worth watching. The Bill and Luna storyline is ridiculous. It makes no sense, one critic lamented. Another added, "I'll be more surprised if Jack is Luna's father. Crossing my fingers it is Finn. This would be a more interesting story and much needed karma for Steffi." The spectrum of reactions only underscores how divisive this twist is, but one thing's for sure, everyone is talking about it. At the heart of the controversy is Luna's connection to Finn and, by extension, Sheila Carter. If Finn truly is Luna's father, it weaves an even darker thread into the tangled tapestry of Sheila's legacy. Luna's cold, calculating behavior over the past year suddenly makes sense in light of her lineage. Who else could commit 2 murders without flinching and carry herself as if nothing happened? It's classic Sheila behavior, passed down to her granddaughter. The revelation that Luna shares Sheila's bloodline adds a chilling layer to her character, making her actions not just shocking but inevitable. The question now is how Finn will handle the discovery that his child inherited Sheila's dark streak. Steffi's reaction to this revelation is poised to be one of the most explosive elements of the storyline. For Steffi, it's not just about Finn's connection to Luna, it's about the betrayal she feels as her world crumbles around her. Imagine finding out that the person who almost ended your life is the child of someone you deeply love. It's a level of heartbreak and disorientation that few can comprehend. Steffi's relationship with Finn, which has already been tested by his ties to Sheila, may be pushed to its breaking point. How can she reconcile her love for Finn with the knowledge that his child carries the same blood as Sheila, the woman who has terrorized her family for years? This plot twist also reignites the age-old debate about whether Sheila's influence is nature or nurture. Luna's actions over the past year have been nothing short of diabolical, and now we have a potential explanation: her DNA. But is it fair to blame Sheila's bloodline for Luna's choices? Or is Luna responsible for her own actions, regardless of her lineage? These questions are sure to fuel debates among fans as the storyline unfolds. For Finn, the revelation forces him to confront uncomfortable truths about his family. He has spent so much of his life trying to distance himself from Sheila's shadow, but with Luna in the picture, it seems that shadow is impossible to escape. As the pieces of the puzzle fall into place, the writers have crafted a twist that's equal parts shocking and inevitable. Luna's behavior has always hinted at something deeper, something darker, and now we know why. The connection to Sheila is both a curse and a legacy, one that Finn and Steffi will have to grapple with in the weeks to come. But this isn't just a storyline about family drama, it's also about karma. Many fans are eager to see how this twist will impact Steffi, who has often found herself in the role of the heroine. For once, she's on the receiving end of a shock that could shatter her seemingly perfect life. Is this the karma some viewers feel she deserves, or is it just another cruel twist of fate? Finn's role in this storyline is also evolving in fascinating ways. If Luna is indeed his daughter, it forces him to confront his own identity as Sheila's son. For years, Finn has worked to define himself as the opposite of his mother, a caring doctor, a loyal husband, a devoted father. But Luna's existence complicates that narrative. If his child has inherited Sheila's ruthlessness, what does that say about him? And how will Finn navigate his responsibilities as a father while protecting his family from the chaos Luna brings? These questions add depth and complexity to Finn's character, making him more than just a supporting player in Steffi's story. The ripple effects of this revelation extend far beyond Finn and Steffi. Sheila's legacy looms large over the entire Forrester family, and Luna's actions serve as a chilling reminder that her influence is far from over. Whether Luna's behavior is a product of her upbringing or her DNA, the fact remains that Sheila's presence continues to haunt the Forresters. For Bill Spencer, who has been hiding Luna from the world, this twist could bring his own motivations into question. Why did he go to such lengths to protect Luna, and what does he really know about her connection to Finn and Sheila? These unanswered questions only add to the intrigue. As fans brace themselves for the fallout, one thing is clear: this storyline is a game-changer. The revelation that Finn is Luna's father reshapes the dynamics of the bold and the beautiful in ways no one could have anticipated. It challenges relationships, tests loyalties, and forces every character to confront their own truths. Whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny that it's got everyone talking. The drama, the tension, and the emotional stakes are at an all-time high, and the next chapter promises to be just as explosive as this one. Stay tuned for more twists, turns, and jaw-dropping moments as the bold and the beautiful continues to deliver the drama we love. Because in this world, nothing is ever as simple, or as predictable, as it seems.